Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dami Fajira and it's so good to have you here. This is your first time here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for all of the love you shown on my previous videos. So today guys, I have a very interesting topic to share with you people. But before we go into it, kind of something different about me. Yes, I cut my hair. Long story, if you want to hear the just leave a comment down below. But basically, today I'm talking about the cost of living as an international student here in the UK. I've had a lot of people come to my DMs to ask me questions regarding this, and I was like, fine, I feel like I should just create a video and share with you guys what it is that I spend, because I can't give a fixed amount of what you would spend every month, but I can tell you what it is that I spend, and all my friends have told me they spend every month. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so I have a list here because I don't want to forget anything at all. Before I dive into this list, I want you to understand that there are different factors that can influence the total amount an individual spends every month. So it could be the food you eat, the city you live, type of lifestyle you live, and if you're here by yourself or with your family. But basically, the first thing I have here is accommodation, which is the most essential and the most important and also the most expensive thing you spend money on as an international student. So for accommodation, there are different types, and if you want me to make a video regarding that, let me know in the comment section below and I will do that. But basically, there are different types. We have house shares, we have studio accommodations, we have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms, we have private student accommodation, we have university student accommodation, we have private houses. So it just depends on what you want basically. So if you're looking at house share is what most international students opt for because it's like the most affordable type of housing that you can get. And this type of housing is basically like a house that has maybe 5 rooms, 6 rooms with 3 bathrooms and toilets, or 2 bathrooms and toilets with kitchens, and a kitchen, a lounge that is shared by every occupant of the accommodation. So most people like to opt for that because it's the most affordable. And most of these types of houses, they come with all of the bills included. So from your gas to your electricity, heating, water, and all of those things, they come with the house with your rent. So this type of accommodation usually ranges from £350 to like £400 or £450 depending. So if you have a house share that's like 5 rooms and 3 bathroom and toilets, so there are some that in those 5 rooms, one of the room has the bathroom and toilet inside the room. Anyone that's taking that particular room will be paying more. So if the rest of the housemates are paying, let's say £380 every month, he or the person that's staying in that room that has the bathroom and toilet, that's the ensuite ward, will be paying like maybe £420-430 compared to the other ones. So people like to opt for the one that okay, yes, I'm sharing with 1 person or 2 people or thereabouts. Yeah. So if you're still in a studio accommodation, it's more expensive. If you're staying in 1 bedroom, it's more expensive. 2 bedroom. If you're staying in a private student accommodation, it's more expensive than a house. So a house might be like a normal building that is owned by a landlord, but a private student accommodation will be owned by maybe a company or an organization. So someone that's staying in a shared apartment that is owned by a landlord, like an individual, might be paying £380 every month, while someone that's in a student accommodation might pay like £430. So you need to find out which one is more affordable for you and just make your choice based on that. But basically, I'll say just plan between like £350 to £450 per month for your accommodation. Next thing that I have here is food. I've said food is cheap, yeah, here in the UK, but yet again, if you want food from your own country, it's going to be more expensive. I love food, you love food, we love food, and obviously it's not how it's like inevitable, like it's inevitable, like you want to buy food, your local food, because you want to, it has a way of making you feel more at home and more relaxed and all of those things. So I always budget between like £60 to £80, and this is because there's some things that I buy for a month in this month and I might not buy them for like next 2-3 months. So yeah, so I spend about £60 to £80 every month. Then for groceries, like other things like milk, egg, things that I'll buy literally every time, toiletries, toilet paper, soap, every all of those things, I budget about £50 to £60 because there's some things that I carry over to the next month. So like if I buy like toilet papers and all of those things, you might end up using it to the next month because you probably not finish it this month. Then the next is transportation. Transportation is very important, and I would say that this is very dependent. It varies because it depends on type of transportation. Transportation you choose to take. So if you take public transportation, like obviously um the price will be cheaper than if you take Uber or a taxi and all of those things. So also if you stay close to your university, you might not have to spend money on getting to the uni, you can walk. And also most universities have free buses for their students, so make sure you find out about that from your uni, if they are like free buses, and you find the bus stop that is closest to you, and get the bus from there to uni. And I would only say that if you're going to buy your tickets, you're using the bus, make sure you buy a bus pass that will last you for like a week or more days than buying a single one. So for example, a single ticket here in my city is about £2, but if I buy a ticket, a weekly bus pass, I spent £14.50. So £14.50 will take me all through the week, meaning that even if I take the bus 20 times in one day, I use that same bus pass and I only spend £14 in a week. But if I'm buying tickets every single time I take a bus, if I take it 20 times in a day, 20 times 2 is £40 in one day. So you can see that it's not economical at all. So try to find the bus pass. Also try also to get a rail card. A rail card would usually give you like 1/3 off the price of the regular ticket. So if a normal ticket is about, let's say, £30, you might end up paying just £20 for a rail, if you rail like a rail pass, if you're going to like another city or something. So yeah, but always budget about £50 because I don't leave my city a lot. And yeah, next thing I have here is clothes. So because there's always like a change of season and stuff, you want to buy new jumpers, a jacket, socks, underwears, stuff like that. I always budget about £50 every month, and that's because I don't spend that every time. I don't buy clothes every month. Yeah. So in case I have to buy, I just like to buy everything at once, or most of the time at once. And also another trick is try to find charity stores around. That's like if you don't mind using a fairly used clothes, they are very clean, very nice. Most of the charity shops, you can always check them out. You can find jackets there, find things that you buy at a very cheap cost. Here in my city, there's a charity shop that my friend took me to, and everything there is about £3, literally. Like very nice stuff for like £3. So you should check out charity shops around to see if you find a very good bargain. Next one is data. So for data, I spend £10 every month, but there are other plans that are cheaper. So you can always check your network provider when you come here, find the most affordable one, the one that I know that's like good enough for you. For my £10, I get unlimited calls, unlimited text messages, and I also get 12 gig every month. And that's because I'm a student. I think on the regular ones about £6, 6 gig, but because I'm a student, I get 12 gig. So make sure you find the student plan and go for the student plan. The next thing is eating out. Yes, this is important because there's sometimes that you come out from uni and you're exhausted, you come out from work, you're tired, you don't want to cook, you don't want to, or sometimes you just crave like eating something outside your normal regular thing. So I always budget like £40 for that. Sometimes I want to hang out with my friends, I want to get some McDonald's, or want to get some KFC, or just want to go to like a restaurant. So yeah, like £40 every month is good enough. I think that's what I spend every month. So yeah. Next thing is your hair care. So for women, I would say budget about £80 to £100, which is not like you're going to be spending every month. But in case you have to do that, in case you have to spend money on your hair, like let's say trimming your hair, making braids or whatever, you know that yes, about 50, 80, £100, depending on what you want to do. Then for men, if you want to cut your hair, about 15 to like £25, but make sure you always ask for student discounts. So this is a student discounts in most of these shops. Then skincare, because you're changing your location, you're moving to a new country, the previous skin care whatever that you use might not work for you at that, like when you first move and stuff. So I always budget about 15 to £20 for like new moisturizers, or what's it called, or hydrating serums, lip balm and all of those things. As women and men, people like to, like, you want to take care of your skin, you don't want to have like things that will make you look unpresentable and stuff. So skincare is very important. Then Amazon Prime, I pay £4 every month, but for the first 6 months it was free. And I think it's very, very important as a student, because there's some things that you might need, and other stores you might not be able to get it ASAP. But from Amazon, I think you can get everything you want so fast, quickly. And yeah, so Amazon Prime is important also. Then Netflix, I pay £6 every month for Netflix because obviously I need to watch movies. Here in the UK, you need to pay for TV license, and most landlords will not pay for that because people will end up not watching. So why waste money? Do you understand? So, but as some accommodations, they come with already paid TV license, like with your rent and everything. So if you have that, good for you. But yet again, like you want to watch shows and everything to relax and why sometimes your weekends, your rest days. So I pay £6 for Netflix every month. Then Apple Music is the final thing that I have here. So or Spotify. So you pay for Spotify is about £6. You pay for Apple Music about £10. So just find what plan is best for you and go for that. And finally, miscellaneous. There's always like this extra money somewhere you need to have. Let's say like £20 in case anything happens. You need money apart from your savings, which is very difficult to save here. But yeah, about £20 each, so that if anything happens, you have something in to run to your emergency funds. So basically that's all I have here. Based on this, in a month actually I spend up to like £700 and sometimes less than that. So it just depends on what it is that you want to spend money on. Sometimes if you live in a different type of accommodation to another person, you know that the amount you'll spend will vary. So if someone that's in a studio accommodation will spend more than I do, because obviously person spending more on rent than I do. Then if you're someone that likes to eat out, if you like to like just buy, if you don't want to cook at all, you probably spend so much money on food and stuff. If you don't like to use public transport, you probably spend more money on Uber or any of these taxis and stuff. And one thing again before I end this video is there's a minimum wage that people get, and that's based on your age. So if you're between 21 and 22, I think it's about £8.72, but I think that there's going to be an increment, or there has been an increment, I don't know yet. Then if you're about 23 and above, you'll be getting about I think it's about £8.91, at least £8.91. But now I think they're moving it to the £9.50. I don't know if that's been put in play now, but yeah, basically there's some organizations that you work with that will pay you way more than that. So even if the minimum wage is like £8.91, they might pay you £9, they might pay you £9.50, they might pay you £10. So it depends. So for example, the reason I'm saying this is that, for example, if you as an international student, sorry, you're supposed to work 20 hours, yeah? So you're allowed to work 20 hours and you get paid, let's say £9 every month or every hour. So if you say £9 every hour, that's £9, yeah, times 20 hours. So that's 180 per week times 4 weeks in a month. So that's 720. So in a month, you're earning like 720. So it's very difficult to say, I won't even lie to you. But yeah, you can know that if you're able to get like a job that allows you to work 20 hours, then you get up to like 720 in a month, which will be able to cover all of your bills. And which every month you're not going to spend up to that. You should know that you won't spend up to this particular amount. You can spend less than that, you can spend more than that, but just make sure that whatever it is that you earn or whatever it is that you have saved before you move here, just work around it till you get adjusted to the system. And so yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you've watched to this moment. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've learned one or two things. If there's anything I've missed out, please leave a comment down below and let me know what it is that that I've missed out, so that other people can benefit from it. If you want me to make any video regarding anything, please leave a comment down below also, so that I can work towards doing it in the next video. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your love. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, for sharing, and I will see you in my next video.